Think about the last person who betrayed you. A friend, a partner, a family member, someone you trusted completely. Now think about the moment you found out. The shock, the confusion, that feeling of, how did I not see this coming? Here's what nobody tells you. The signs were there. You didn't miss them. Your brain hid them from you. Most people, when they're trying to recover from a betrayal, ask the wrong question. They ask, how could they do this to me? And that question will keep you stuck indefinitely. The question that actually changes everything is this. Because the answer to that question doesn't just explain what happened. It explains why it will keep happening to you and to everyone around you until someone shows you the mechanism underneath. That's what we're doing today. In the 1990s, a psychologist at the University of Oregon named Jennifer Freyd started asking a question that made her colleagues uncomfortable. She was looking at people who had been seriously betrayed, by parents, by partners, by people they depended on completely. And she noticed something that nobody could explain. These people weren't stupid. They weren't naive. They were, in every other area of their lives, perfectly intelligent, observant human beings. And yet, when it came to the person who was betraying them, they simply could not see it. She called what she discovered betrayal blindness. And here's the part that will change how you see everything. Betrayal blindness is not a flaw. It's not weakness. It's not stupidity. It's not being too trusting. It is your brain protecting you. Here's how. We are born completely dependent on other people. As infants, as children, our survival is literally, biologically tied to the people who care for us. Our brains understand this at the deepest possible level. So they build a system, a powerful automatic system, designed to protect those attachment bonds at almost any cost. Now imagine that the person you depend on for survival, for food, for shelter, for love, is also the person hurting you. Your brain faces an impossible calculation. If I acknowledge what's happening, if I let myself fully know that this person is betraying me, I might lose them. And losing them might mean I don't survive. So the brain makes a decision. Not consciously, not deliberately, automatically. It blocks the knowledge. Freyd describes it as the brain choosing the attachment over the truth. Because in that moment, in the original evolutionary logic our brains run on, the attachment is more important than the truth. This is where it gets personal. Because betrayal blindness doesn't only happen in childhood. It doesn't only happen in extreme abuse situations. It happens in adult relationships, in friendships, in families. Wherever there is dependency and attachment, the brain's protection system activates. Here's what it actually looks like, not in a textbook, in real life. Your partner starts coming home later. The explanations feel slightly off. Something in your body registers it, a tension you can't name. But when you try to hold on to that feeling, to examine it, it slips away. They say something reassuring. You feel better until the next time. Research shows that people in this pattern often rotate, fully aware in some moments, completely unaware in others. Not because they're choosing to ignore the truth, because their nervous system is literally managing the information for them. A friend slowly distances, stops showing up. Your messages go unanswered for longer and longer periods. You tell yourself they're busy, stressed, going through something. And maybe they are, but somewhere inside you, you already know. The knowing stays just beneath the surface. Your brain keeps it there, close enough to react to, far enough to not have to face. And then comes the family member. the one who has been subtly undermining you for years. In small ways, just enough to keep you doubting yourself, but not enough to clearly call out. You can't quite name what's wrong. You just know that every time you leave their presence, you feel smaller than when you arrived. But this is your family. This is someone you love, someone who loves you, or says they do. So the brain does what it was built to do. It finds a way to make it okay. So what do you do with this? First, and this is the most important thing in this entire video, you stop blaming yourself for not seeing it. Your brain was not failing you. It was doing exactly what it was designed to do. Protecting the bond, protecting the attachment, keeping you connected to someone it had classified as essential to your survival. The betrayal was not your fault because you didn't see it. The betrayal was their choice. The blindness was your biology. But here's the second thing, and this is where it gets uncomfortable. The same system that protected you then is still running now. If you are in a relationship right now where something feels slightly off, where your body registers something that your mind keeps explaining away, that feeling deserves your attention. Not paranoia, not suspicion. Attention. Because the body keeps the score, long before the mind is ready to. The tension you can't name, the sleep that isn't restful, the way you feel subtly on guard even in moments that should feel safe. Those aren't anxiety, those aren't you being difficult. Those are signals that your brain has not yet allowed you to fully read. Here's what I want you to leave this video with. Understanding why you didn't see it is not the same as excusing what was done to you. It is not letting them off the hook. It is removing yourself from it. Because when you understand the psychology and when you see the mechanism clearly, the shame starts to lift. And something more useful takes its place. Clarity. The signs were always there. Once you can see the pattern, you won't miss it again. Next week, we look at the family member who destroys from the inside and why they're often the last person anyone suspects. If this video gave you something, subscribe. Every video goes deeper.